Review copy provided by Sega of America. Super Monkey Ball has reached its 20th anniversary after its start back on the Nintendo GameCube. The first two games are the most loved games in the franchise by fans, with many hoping Sega would one day remaster the game and bring them back to modern platforms. So after many years, Sega finally answered and brought out Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania, a remake/remaster of the first two Monkey Ball games and a bit of Monkey Ball Deluxe for PlayStation, Xbox, Switch, and PC. There was a lot of anticipation going into this release, hoping that Sega would catch what made the original Monkey Ball game so good. So did they deliver? Let's find out. So one of the first things to talk about is how this game feels and controls compared to the original game. For one, it is running at a beautiful 60 FPS. My review was done on PC, so this may vary how consistent it is depending on the console. However, I have been told by Sega that Nintendo Switch does run at 60 FPS as well. I'll say though, the controls are great and the game is really smooth to watch too. I will say though, one of the big things that people have been worried about is how the controls are going to differ from the original, and it does differ quite a bit from my own testing. I will say though, the controls that is here are not bad. They are just very different compared to what most Monkey Ball fans are going to be used to after playing the originals for so long. So it may take some adjusting, but I do feel like these controls do stand on their own. Another thing is the actual level design, which is why these original games are so good compared to the later games in the franchise. And these level designs are so incredibly unique. The first couple worlds do get you used to controls, get you kind of settled in, but the game does not hold its punches in later levels. And if it wasn't for the quality of life features that they added, adding a slowdown option or even just a straight up skipping level option, I don't know how I would have beaten some of these levels. I do plan to go back and retry some of these levels, try 100%ing as much of the game as I possibly can. But it did actually help for the actual making of this review, because this review is actually being made in the span of 24 hours, so I played through the entire game, and if I got stuck on a level, I was able to skip it, which was really nice in my own perspective. How this might apply to other people though is if you're stuck on a level and you don't want to just stay on the same level, you want to try something else, you can use that skip level feature and go straight to the next one. It's a really nice feature. Along with the actual level design itself, the aesthetic of these levels are fantastic too. Of course, of this being a remaster/remake, this is great. It looks fantastic and it stands with other modern games out right now. I will say the actual player models themselves are a little weird, but the level design themselves look great. Another thing I want to note is the actual customization options, varying from characters that you can pick, such as Sonic, Yakuza characters, Beat from Jet Set Radio, and more characters coming soon like Morgana from Persona 5 and Hello Kitty of all things. There's also different outfits, different colors for the balls, and even filters to even use in-game. This really helps make the experience feel a lot more personalized, and I'm a big fan of this. I did try out the online leaderboards too, and I think this is going to be great when the game is actually out, that we're going to get to race with friends. I remember in last year's Astrobot on PS5, I had a great time racing my friends, trying to get the best times, and it was just so much fun. I can fully see us falling down to that same hole with Monkey Ball as soon as the game releases. Lastly, I kind of wanted to talk about the multiplayer modes a bit, being the mini-games. And I actually got to test out a couple of these with my friends. Unfortunately, we couldn't play in person in time for the review, but we had Parsec to be able to play online all together, and it was a blast. Two of my favorite minigames from the original Monkey Balls are Monkey Target and Monkey Bowling. Now, I will say, from my experience with Monkey Target, the physics are very different. And in my testing, I just couldn't get my head around these. I'm not sure, it probably is just as simple as I am doing it completely wrong, but it is very much so. It doesn't control the same way as the original. Monkey Bowling, on the other hand, feels pretty similar. On the actual spin, it is pretty different, but it isn't like, it's not impossible to figure out what the changes are and adjust to those changes. It is mostly just, once again, even with the actual player controller, it's the same as just trying to get used to it after playing the originals for so long. However, I did check out a couple other minigames, and actually there's a couple that I actually think are better in this game, such as Monkey Fight. I had a lot more fun with Monkey Fight in Banana Mania than I did in the original games. I also tried out Monkey Golf, and I actually had a lot of fun with it, despite being pretty god-awful at it. Same with Dogfight. I had a lot of fun with Dogfight, I'm just not great at it. But I'm really glad that, for the most part, these mini games do stand pretty well on their own, and I'm really excited to play these with friends in the future. So in conclusion, I actually had a lot of fun with this remaster. I really hope Sega continues to remaster their older games, just like what they've been doing with Sonic Colors and Monkey Ball as of late. Remastering these old titles and bringing them to a new audience after being stuck on consoles that are almost decades old at this point, it's great to see. And Sega, if you're watching this video, please, for the love of God, remaster Sonic Unleashed. Please, it's my favorite 3D Sonic game, please remaster it. But with that said, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really appreciate you checking out this video. And thank you again, Sega of America, for providing me with a copy of Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania before launch. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to smack that like button, and I'll see you guys in the next one.